Before guns, before tanks, before steel engines of war, Rome built an army of flesh and blood, not machines, but men. Men who marched until their feet bled, who swore an oath so sacred that breaking it meant death. They were called legionaries, the heartbeat of the Roman Empire. From the dust of farms and the sweat of workshops, ordinary citizens were transformed into something greater, into the living blades of Rome. At first, Rome's army was just a militia. Farmers with plows turned into warriors with spears, defending their city before returning to their fields. But as Rome grew, so too did her enemies. Rebellions in distant provinces, borders stretching across deserts and forests. The old system crumbled. Then came Augustus, the first emperor. He forged a permanent army, disciplined, professional, and loyal not to the Senate, but to him. Imagine the recruit, barely 18, handing over his civilian life for a bronze tag. His new identity. 4 months of torment followed. Forced marches with 20 kilos of gear, running until lungs burned, training with wooden swords twice as heavy as steel. Every strike, every thrust, repeated until instinct took over. And above them all, the centurion, vine staff in hand, enforcing Rome's law with brutal precision. When these men stood in formation, 5,000 hearts beating as one, they became a war machine, a living wall of shields and spears that could crush tribes, kingdoms, and empires. But beneath the armor was something deeper, the sacramentum, the oath of loyalty, not to family, not to life itself, but to Rome, a vow so absolute that breaking it meant obliteration, sometimes at the hands of your own brothers. Over centuries, the legions bled for Rome until empire itself began to fade. Yet the legacy of their training, discipline, and loyalty still echoes in modern armies today. They weren't just soldiers, they were Rome itself. If this story of the legionaries moved you, leave a like, subscribe, and remember, history lives on. Only if we keep telling it.